Hey guys, it's Courtney. Welcome to Little Stitches blog. Come make this matching jersey knit set with me. Step one on my project for this beautiful jersey knit with super soft inside for my sweater and jogger combo set. It's a matching set. I'm gonna pin, cut, and enjoy some TV. TV watching Courtney definitely forgets to film all the beginning, so we're going to just jump into sewing. So here I am. I'm going to start with the hoodie first. I'm going to stitch the shoulder seams. Yes, I'm using a serger. No, I did not stitch on it beforehand. It's a little chaotic with me, but I know what I'm doing. I've made this pattern before, so I'm not too worried about it. I use the cropped hoodie pattern by Make It Yourself the Label on Etsy. I made it a little bit longer. I'm doing size medium, and then for the joggers, I'm doing a free jogger pattern from Life Savory, which you can also get a free hoodie pattern for from her. So highly recommend. She does really great stuff. So I'm going to be stitching up everything I can stitch up: the cuffs, the waistband, the shoulder seams, the hood. And I'm gonna get all of that serged together, just so that it is easier as I start piecing everything together. I just do everything in a batch, so highly recommend. So I'm going to attach my sleeves, right? Yeah, towards the front, towards the back, and in the middle. I shouldn't need any gathering, but this is going to make it easier as I stitch it closed later. It also requires me to have less threads, so it's gonna be pretty sides to pretty side, and yeah. One side done, and I'll come back on and done with the other side. Okay, next we're gonna go up the side seams and up the sleeve seams, and we're just gonna do a one swift motion on both sides. Just realized I haven't been recording for the both sides. I'm almost done. Okay, so I don't have like a ribbed fabric, but this is my cuff. So I'm going to fold it in half. Boom. Folded. Wonderful. Okay, well, you get the gist. I'm going to fold it in half long ways, and then I am going to attach it to my sleeve with this going on the inside. All my edges are going to line up, and I am going to pull, all my edges are going to line up, and I'm going to pull to meet it. So I'm going to get this lined up, and I'm going to do it on both sides, and then I'll sew it and show you guys. Then, just like the cuffs, you're going to do almost the exact same thing for the waistband. Make sure to stretch as you go, and make sure that you have the waistband at both the sides and then the middle points as well. Okay guys, so it's time to get ready to finish the hood, and I have to add the grommets in case I ever want to add strings to it towards the end. So these are the only size grommets that I have. I don't plan on buying more. I've got quite a bit of them. So I am going to place them right here where my needles are. This is where my pattern says they're supposed to be. And I am then, after I put my grommets in, I'm going to readjust this so I have plenty of space when it comes to stitching along the edges to do it all down. I also, in preparation for adding my hood on, I found the middles of both the front and the back of my sweater, just so it's easier, because this will meet the back and then these are going to overlap on the front, so it just makes it easier for me later on when I have to do this. And then one of the first times that I did make it, I did mess up, and I put the grommets on the wrong way. So I put the grommets on this way, so that, and they face the inside. I want them facing the outside this time, so I'm going to do it on this one. So let's attempt to see how this goes. One of the things that I watched, because it's been a while since I've done a grommet, is that it says you're going to put your grommet on there. You're going to trace the middle. Tracing the middle. Uh-oh. Try that again. Trace the middle. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then you're going to just cut that little circle out. Man, I am missing everything today. One sec. Okay. I'm going to cut this out really quick. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then you're going to put this through. Yep. Put it through. Put this on the other. Okay, let's try again. I'm holding this part, the back, the other way this time. And let's see if that part works. Otherwise, next time I think... Oh, maybe I should flip this too. We learned a bunch of things today. Okay. I didn't find a video specifically for the one that I have, so that's why we're testing. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Uh-oh. It did not sound good, but... Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna do it again. Make sure it's really on there. Maybe one of my big purchases is going to be focused on buying one of those really big crank machines. Holy crap. Yay! Okay, so they're both done. What I'm going to do now is I need to do a lot of straight stitches, which isn't going to really matter where I'm doing the straight stitches, so I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around the hood. Okay, remember, before you start sewing, make sure you change out your needle for a stretch needle, because I'm doing a stretch fabric. I was almost too lazy to do it, but I decided that not worth it, because I would have to change it out later. But I am going to be lazy and just keep my foot the same. So here we go. I'm just checking if I had to go to bed, which I do not, so look at me. Perfect. Good enough for me. The only one right now. After you do the straight stitches on the hood, you're going to attach the hood to the hoodie, and in the front it's actually going to cross over, so it's going to have an X. And then I started in the back just because I thought that it was going to be easier, but you're going to do the same thing as you did with the cuffs and the waistband. You're going to mark out where all the pins need to be, front, back, sides to sides, and then you're going to stretch as you go just to make sure that everything goes where it needs to go, basically. And the hoodie's complete. Let's get working on these pants. Okay, here's the plan. So I've attached the pocket pretty sides together, or I'm going to attach the pocket pretty sides together, and then when it's done, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm not going to top stitch this yet. I'm just going to flip it over, and then I'm going to add this fabric to the back, the other side of the pocket, the one that keeps it closed. And what'll happen is that this part will be showing because I'm going to attach it to the top and the rest of the pocket, right? So all of it will be attached except the top parts. Yes, I know this is a different fabric from what I have. It's only going to be showing a little bit. Currently, I also have to figure out something to do with the waistband. Yeah, I forgot how to cut that out too. So, pockets first, sew the pants together, worry about the waistband later. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you through this. Hopefully that makes more sense. Okay, better understanding. So I've pinned it so you can't really see it in the front. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to pin just this together, pin it all the way along the edges, and I am only going to sew around the parts where it connects. Other than that, I don't really need it. And then I'm going to pin it at the top so that it stays there, and then we'll be all good. Okay, next I pinned the front and the back of the leg together, and I pinned it at the side seam, and I pinned it at the crotch seams, and I'm just gonna sew all the way down for both of them, and then I'll show you what to do next. And then I have to do a couple straight stitches on the pants. I have to do them right here on the pockets. And then I will just be adding my elastic to my pants, adding my hood to the sweater, then the sweater's done. And then I just have to do the bottom of my pants. I haven't decided if I was going to do elastic bottoms, which actually sounds really nice. So I'll probably do that, but I know it's gonna be way too big on me, so I have to do everything else first, try it on, and then figure that out. Okay. Okay, next part is you're going to turn one of the legs inside out. Inside out we go. right? So it's actually right side out. Oh well. And then you're going to put that in the inside out leg. And you are going to line up the crotch seams. Here we are. One crotch seam to the other crotch seam. Boop. And you're going to pin and sew that U. Yep. This is why it's important. This is why it's important to not throw away your scraps. I just forgot that I needed a waistband and that the pattern didn't come with like a specific pattern piece for it, which is, fine. But I thought I, didn't make a note, but I did. I just didn't read it. But my scrap bin, I looked through it and I found this wonderful large piece that is just enough, if not just a little bit more, for my waistband. And it wants you to do 4.5. I don't have enough to do 4.5, so I'm doing 4 inches. So 4 inches all the way through, and I'm doing 21 inches, which is around the length of the waistband. And then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, to attach it, I'm going to fold it over all the way around. I'm going to pin it to my waistband just like this. In the back, I'm going to leave the instruction says a 3-inch gap, which, works for me. And I'm just going to search around except for those parts. And then I'm going to insert the elastic and then make sure to sew the elastic off at that point. Make sure it's in, and then I'm just going to serge the rest of the way. And yeah, and then I just have to hem the legs, and then I'm done. Okay, I'm going to sew the waistband of the pants on. Remember, and then leaving a gap towards the back so I can put the elastic in. So this is the elastic that I'm going to use. It's actually a little bit sturdier than, some of the other elastic that you can buy. I don't remember when, where, or how I bought this. I just have it in my large bin of elastics. But it's going to fit through the hole because the size that she does recommend, remember I didn't have enough to make it wide enough for the elastic fit. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to measure around my my waist and cut the size that I need. And then I'm going to thread it through the waistband. I'm going to sew it together, and then I'm going to finish it off, and I'll be almost done with the pants because I just need the cuffs next. Go, easy. Here I was, thinking I'm done with the waistband, and this little thing decides it's not sewn in. So now I have to unstitch just barely, just enough so I can shove it in and then restitch it. So good luck to me. This project came together relatively nicely. I only had a few problems, which you guys saw, and I didn't have enough fabric for the cuffs. Um, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Literally, the fabric feels like I'm wearing clouds. It's fantastic. It's perfect to just chill out on the couch with, perfect to just go outside in the winter and just not need to worry about anything. I love it. And it's great to finally have like matching sets, which has been one of my goals for just like lazy wear, loungewear, and all of that. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. And let me know in the comments what you think and if this is something you would want to make. Like, subscribe, do your thing to let me know if you want more content like this. Thanks, guys. See you next time.